All right, I am recording. So
Wiggle
long cat long.
Well, long cat is long. He's so
now wiggle
content.
him.
Look at that happy little face. That's awesome. Aww.
I'm glad. I'm glad it's recording for that. So
that is the most
a happy
content
cat.
looking cat. I love that.
Okey-doke. So welcome back, everybody. We are still in the tunnels, and everything is dark for one person.
Can confirm.
Someone's blind. Someone's got some angry shaking going on. I don't think anything else happened to anyone else. I could be wrong. Cirella, you were fine. You yelled at the voices. Nevira, you don't want to go up there.
She yelled at the voices so loud that they left.
Yelled at the voices so loud they left, or they were just like, "Man, fuck this lady, fucking
Fuck that bitch!"
she's
Like,
mean.
come on.
She's mean."
We can't forget about the crack and the baby Drogon.
This is true. Yeah, the crack and the baby Drogon.
I mean, we haven't confirmed that, but that's our thought.
Baby dragon.
Baby dragon.
Is that from anything, or is it just?
Oh
just
wait,
said it.
Nevira also has a pimple. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Is it a pit bull?
Pimple.
Pimple.
I got a fungi on my face.
Well, you don't know if it's fungi.
I think it's fungi.
You can roll medicine if you want to figure that out.
No, it's fungi.
Melissa might know it's fungi, but Nevira doesn't know.
Just pop it and have a giant like scar. And
Yeah, pop it and then have a bunch of spiders come out. I mean, what?
Fuck that.
That'd be wild.
No.
I like how you guys look like relatively put together, and I'm over here with my hair very clearly wet, wearing a fucking "The Snuggle Is Real" shirt that my mom bought me.
I'm only put together because I have key lights now in front of me, so I can look moderately professional. Now I just need makeup to cover up all the other blemishes that I have.
There you go. You put a hat on, so then it solves all your problems.
Sarah!
Nevira,
What?
get off your phone, I can tell. I like how you have like the book in front of you, so you're just like, do you know, teacher, I'm not on my phone.
Sarah, we need you to do Caleb's makeup.
Oh. Okay.
She needs a different
Well,
foundation. I don't match hers.
No,
We do
see,
need
I looked like a drag queen the last time she did that makeup, so...
No, I don't want to put on her foundation. I feel like it'd be problematic.
Yeah, make sure you record that and put it on YouTube.
No, we're good. We're good.
Doing my white boyfriend's makeup.
Anyways, so you guys are still down the tunnels, and you can hear that there's like some bugs that are existing in here. Nothing too large. These seem to be like normal critters that you have in there, and they're kind of like crawling over you guys while you've been sleeping. So nothing too bothersome. They're just normal natural wildlife that exists, and they're kind of crawling in from the tunnel or the crack rather that Tom had tried breaking open just before, and they were kind of more or less shaken from a lot of their slumber that they had while living inside of there. So they're kind of crawling out from there. So you can tell that there's something that has life along with the different mushrooms that existed inside of it. But as you guys kind of wake up, Tom, your sword is kind of like vibrating, trying to like wake you up, letting you know that it is well into daylight hour. So it's been past dawn, but you had been sleeping. So you have a kind of feeling that it's several hours after morning, but he's trying to buzz you and wake you up right now. Wake up, old chap.
Does fucking Dawnbringer, when the alarm clock goes off, it's the radio and it's just, here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, that's here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
Dawnbringer, snooze for 7 more minutes.
No, we need to get going. I want to get on this adventure. There's plenty of darkness that needs my light.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, fucking fine. My own darkness needs light. How come you haven't made me not blind yet?
Oh my goodness. Sorry, what? Just your weird comment threw me out. Hold on.
I was joking with the sword, asking him that my own darkness needs alleviated. How come he hasn't made me not blind?
I can't help with that, my child. I mean, something appears to be kind of wrong with you after coming out from those voices.
I just want you to be aware of the fact that I am inhibited and may need your help.
You're gonna have to be holding on to someone else's hand, because I mean, even though I can move, I need to move through your body. I don't have legs, you see.
We're a codependent relationship here, and I want us to.
Listen, I was doing fine on my own until I got trapped by who.
Fair enough. Okay, no, Can't you see things? I think you can see things.
I can see. I told you I can't move.
Well, I'll move.
I can describe to you what's in front of you. Right now, your friends are circling around you, wondering who you're talking to.
No, they already know. Just tell me if I'm going to run into something. Tell me which direction to go.
No, we just think Tom's been talking to himself the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's pretty on brand.
Tom, who the fuck are you talking to?
I'm talking to the sword.
Okay, so he's officially crazy. Got it. Nevira, write that down.
No, the sword talks to me, and maybe I'm insane, but I'm pretty sure the sword talks, and he can see
Insane
things.
in the membrane.
Yeah.
Since when do weapons talk?
Since this one, he's amazing. He's unique and special, and he's mine.
Can he talk? Can he talk to us?
Hey, Dawnbringer, can you talk to other people, or is it just me?
I mean, I've been talking, but if they can't hear me, then I mean, clearly something's wrong. No, they can't hear.
Oh,
Okay.
Anything happen on our watch?
During your guys' watch, for the kind of the overview, Gruk, you were able to find something, and you were pointing out a rock structure or rock etching out to Gwen. Through her shakes and everything, she was still able to kind of make out most of a etched out map. It's really rough for anyone else to kind of see. It just looked out of place, and Gruk was able to see this and wanted to have Gwen take a look at it. So Gwen is able to see something etched out in these walls. A lot of lines and an arrow, an X that looks to be where you guys might be at. So this kind of looks like a map of some kind made out of the rocks.
So basically, here's what happened. Rock lady. Rock.
excuse me? Name.
Rocks.
Name.
She's more than just her ability to be weird about rocks.
Yeah, Gruk. How fucking rude of you.
I know it's more than 4 letters, so it's hard for you to say it, Gruk, but go for it.
I mean, we all call her Gwen, don't we? It's not
Gwen.
even 4 letters.
Gwen. Rock.
Yes. Okay.
Weird rock.
The way you're pointing, you look like the fucking Soy Jack meme where they're just like...
Got it. YouTube thumbnail. Cool.
Exactly, see? There's a rock!
Fucking, oh! But yeah, so Gwen was able to see this kind of rock etching and was able to take note of that, write it down in a notebook if she was able to, through a little bit of trial and error through the jitters that she had from the last time that she had heard the voices and before she had a long rest. Gwen, you're more than welcome to share that or have that information to yourself if you're trying to describe these rocks. But for the others, it might be kind of hard to read. For you, it's a little bit easier. So if you have a question about anything with the map, you'll be able to understand it a bit more, kind of think about it. The others, they can only grasp what you're able to decipher.
Yeah,
Maybe
guys,
can
I'm
I share
having a
with
little bit of difficulty reading these rocks etched in the wall right now.
That's true. You know what? Tom's going to have a lot of trouble. He can use his hands and fingers to try and figure out, but as a first-time Braille reader, it might be really difficult. So disadvantage if you're going to try anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll share it with everybody else, I guess.
Yep, you can absolutely share that. For those that can see, you'll be able to tell. Dawnbringer tries to describe it to the best of his abilities to you, Tom, but things are going to be wrong as compared to a sword.
Can you send the thing to me again?
Do you not have it?
No, what are you talking about? No.
Guys, I need a real adventurer that's not a liability to describe things to me and hold my hands and tell me through it.
No.
Help.
Sucks to suck.
How about you just open your eyes,
Using
bro?
off the-
I've had.
5. You know what? You're right. I should have just opened my eyes.
Wait, Sierra, do you really not have it anymore?
When did you send it to me?
Oh, here it is. Yeah, no, you're here. I'll pin it. Pin.
There it is. Gotcha. Should I just share in the D&D chat and then Matt has to pretend he doesn't know? Or okay.
Sure.
You mean Tom?
How does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
won't look.
real person, human being, Matt. Yeah.
Real person,
Matt,
human being.
Cover your eyes while you're looking at it.
Yeah, can I filter it? Just like kind of crack the hand a little bit because Dawnbringer's explanation.
I would say that as the human player, Matt, you can look at it, but as the halfling Tom, you'll have to kind of fumble your way through based off of what somebody else is trying to tell you.
No, I want to find something where I can see partially through it, but not really.
Oh goodness! Oh, wet paper towel.
A wet paper towel?
Just put a piece of paper over your screen.
I have a piece of paper nearby. I have a.
You have a notebook
for my insurance claim.
If you got a notebook, you can rip out a piece of paper and put it over and try and trace over it on your screen.
Trace over it with a knife.
Yep, you can. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. But yeah, so those are all the things that happened during the night. There was nothing new regarding any kind of like tiny footprints anywhere near your area. There was nothing new regarding any life that may have existed from there. Nothing with the watches. They didn't get anything besides that kind of new map information from that rock etching. The voices still exist at the top of the mesa.
What even the fuck is this? This still doesn't make sense.
That's the whole point. Only Gwen knows. Or has a better idea of making sense of it.
I think.
Okay. Yeah, but like, I'm actually gonna need some help, even though I'm taller than everybody but Nevira right now.
Oh yeah. That was my other thing that I was gonna ask the wonderful DM.
So
does that wear off?
You are correct. Technically, it would have been worn off. In the area that you're in, you can be your normal sizes. Going back in through those tunnels, you're gonna have to shrink down.
Okay, so right now we're normal sized.
Correct, but you have all the mushrooms available to you from that little kind of crack in the wall growing through them. You've also harvested several different mushrooms. So as long as you have those pygmy-wort mushrooms, you'll be more than fine.
These are not see-through, so there we go. I'm just gonna wear these.
That works. Tom?
Yep. And then, whenever I discern something, I can just, again, push them up. Easy.
Goodness gracious. I'm glad they're charged.
I wish they weren't.
I'm folding a paper airplane right now, and it's really kind of difficult not being able to see. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
But yeah, those are things that exist. So you guys can start going back towards your other way, or Gwen, if you want to lead the party based on the new information that you have for what you believe would be another route.
Okay. I mean, I know previously there was that fork on the road, and we were like, go that way, and then we came to the temple. I mean, I guess we can go the other way.
Yeah, let's go the other way.
Do we want to try and determine what's going on with the crack at all?
We've already determined that we can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
I mean, we can't get any smaller, right? Like,
or more blind.
Or more blind.
Or more blind. Does anybody have any like non-magical physical tools that would be of use in breaking open the crack? Or digging out the crack?
I thought DM last time said we can't really do anything with this crack.
Nope, we can't.
Can't.
Either we talk to the voices and we leave.
Oh yeah, we could.
None of us could do it. The only one I didn't try is me because I was like this close.
Well, after your rest,
you could try.
I mean, you have a high. Yeah, you could try.
I could try punching it really hard.
No.
I believe.
No, I'm talking about like talking to the voices.
Yeah.
Melissa.
Trying to listen to the
Nevira.
voices.
Yeah,
I'll just punch the voices.
Punch the voices.
No, Gruk, that's not the solution. I just worry. I mean, Gwen has the shakes. Tom is blind.
What's up? How
Has
fucking
something
dumb do I
happened
look
to
right now?
Gruk?
I feel like
Yeah,
something
I also got a curse.
So
Do we know what it is? Or are you not telling us?
Do I know what it is?
Yeah. What? I don't remember. What was it, Gruk?
Okay. Yeah, I can share it.
It's up to you. Like, I'm just saying. Do we know or do we not know?
I don't remember anything happening to Gruk.
It was right before.
I can say it like this. I have a lucky charm
Oh, that's right.
that I can't avoid. Otherwise, bad shit happens.
Additionally, with it being so long, those that had tried originally listening to the voices may have failed. It has been long enough where you can try again. Along with Cirella, you were able to try again.
Gonna go back in there.
And entirely up to you.
This one out, but you guys go ahead.
Yeah, not it.
Okay, so
I want to try.
Okay. So, Cirella, as you start making your way up that footpath again, you can hear the similar voice that you had once yelled at before. A lot of the voices, as you're coming up, you can hear that they're kind of talking about... You have a weird feeling that they're talking about you for some reason as you're coming up, as you had previously been rude to the voices. So as you're coming up, it starts to swirl around you, and they start pervading your head, and you try and key in on the voices. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy. See, this is probably why I shouldn't have done it, but
It's fine.
okay, so technically that would be a 3. Can I use
One
my
of
inspiration
us.
on that or no?
Yeah, you can use your inspiration.
So I can like
Oh,
reroll.
You can use inspiration at any time. Yeah, you don't
using
know
my
the
inspiration.
outcome with that, so yeah.
better than a 3.
Better than a 3.
Oh shit! Fuck! What?
Oh my
Drop
God.
dice don't count. Let's go.
That was
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Woo!
I don't know if that's any better or not, but it's a 10.
No.
Sorry, the glasses are making me. The glasses are making me sleepy because it's just dark. So
What are you, a fucking bird?
well, first off, person that can fall asleep literally anywhere. That's a known thing of like, if you're trying to go to sleep, like turn off all the lights because it's hardwired into us that if it's dark, then it releases more whatever sleepy chemical.
Yeah, but if
No,
I'm wide
it's-
awake and you just turn off all the lights, it's like, well, now it's just dark. I'm talking about like for a bird, you put a blanket over its cage and it's like, bedtime.
Bedtime, yeah.
Isn't that most animals though? Doesn't that calm down
No.
a lot of animals? You put a big,
No.
like, you put a dog in their cage and then put a blanket over it, like.
No, in my experience, they get mad. But anyways, so Nevira, Cirella, as you try and count on all the voices, you can hear them starting to get madder, and eventually it starts piercing you again. They don't push you back nearly as hard as they had before, but as you're listening in, what was something you were trying to key in on the voices?
What's that mean?
an egg.
I saw like
What were you trying to listen
I
for?
saw a circle.
My hand started.
Sir.
Yeah. I would, I guess, try to see if they knew anything about the egg.
Okay.
If they were talking about the egg or not.
So when you're trying to listen in on it, the main thing that you could hear before the voices got too mad and were essentially throwing you away again is that you could hear that there was like a gruff speaking. There was something of a gray dwarf that you could make out. You don't understand anything further than kind of like an angry hushed tone of, "We speak none of this in public." And you feel that the piercing is unable to be overcome as you take 4 psychic damage.
Beautiful. Awesome. That hurt
A little bit.
a little bit.
A little bit.
That shit hurted.
That shit hurted. Yeah. Nevira, do you wanna hear the voices? We're all doing it. Become one of us.
No,
One of us.
I've already been one with the trees. I'm good.
Would it be possible for me to throw Nevira up
chuck her.
there?
No.
Why does it seem like, Gruk, why does it seem like the red one is always trying to get people to do bad things?
One of us. One of us. Hey, keep yourself there, stool.
She's a demon.
You're gonna become one of us. It's fine.
Well,
It's okay,
Jeez.
stool.
am I not already one of you guys?
No, not one of us. One of us.
A demon?
Stool, can you ask the voices?
I can try. I'm not sure.
Could you please?
Wait, how many hit points do you have?
Do it.
Well,
No.
And he falls.
Well, I mean, I'm still kind of recovering from my last time I was the leader, so Gruk needs to carry me up there.
Leave the child out of this.
Hey, Sword. I know you're wise because you're really old and shit.
Yes.
You want to try?
Try and listening in on the words.
Oh yeah, and see what you can find out.
What am I trying to listen for?
We're trying to find the dragon egg, and also we're trying to find Globagle. So
forget about fucking Globagle. He ain't coming back. Fuck him. He's gone.
Egg.
He left us.
No, we're trying to find them both at the same time. They're one and the same. So,
Well, judging from the way that a lot of these people are coming back from this mountain, especially even you, I mean, you've got a blindness stricken amongst you. I mean, I would be afraid of trying to listen in for too long. Something would happen to me.
Sword becomes blind too.
All I'm saying is you're really wise, and you know.
I'm decently wise. I'll tell you what, old chap. I'd be happy to, but I need to know what I'm listening in for. Otherwise, like, I'm not sure exactly what we're looking for. I need the heart of a true adventurer to lead me there. So what would a true adventurer do?
True adventurer would be fearless and say, "Fuck it, we're going." So I'm going up there.
Well, no. Before we go, what would a true adventurer ask for? I'm still confused, chap.
The dragon egg to fulfill our amazing quest and get the favor of the red dragon and get miraculous, awesome things.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Sure.
Fucking sword's gonna go blind.
Well, now I need to look up the stat block of the sword again.
So,
Can you make it up the stairs by yourself?
No, I need to be carried.
No, not you.
I don't have legs.
Tom.
Do I need to throw you up there?
No,
I
not
can't.
Tom.
No, please, calmly and politely lead me up there.
Oh, Tom, were you not trusting my eyesight?
I mean, I am, but they're asking. So
Well, I
if
mean,
you
left foot, right foot. Let's go, chap.
all right, let's do it, man.
Alrighty.
Dawnbringer is a sentient neutral good weapon with an intelligence of 12, a wisdom of 15, and a charisma of 14. Hearing and dark vision out to a range of 120 feet.
So he doesn't have any health.
I mean, he's a sword.
Technically, no. Although
This is where Tom loses his magic sword. He just has the
there
sword.
will be something if something goes horribly bad.
That would be really sad.
Okay, so you start bringing him on up there, and chap, can you hold me out? I need to be facing forward. I don't need to be in your scabbard any much longer.
Yup, I have the power.
Oh, that reminds me of a very old hero.
Got the power.
Wow, that's so cool. So
I don't know if that's good. Good yay or bad yay?
I don't know if it's good either.
so
One way to find out.
Tom, you bring out the sword and you hold it up, and while the voices to you appear to just be whispering and murmuring, you're not trying to pick up anything. As your sight has been taken from you, your hearing is a little bit more elevated compared to previous, but as you hold your sword out, you can feel that there's like a weird vibration that occurs in the hilt, and Dawnbringer says back, she's just like, all right, I'm ready to go. Get me back down there. All right, let's go ahead and share this news.
Way to go, sword.
News is you sharing with us. I heard that much.
Well, I need to get back down there. I mean, being up here, this is quite the headache. I can see why none of you were up to the task.
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah. So okay. So Tom. So obviously, I'm your eyes, and you're gonna be in my mouth. Okay.
Yup, got it.
Alrighty. So now, be kind. Do not butcher my words.
Oh, you want me to repeat them verbatim?
Do not butcher my words.
Okay, I'll repeat exactly what you tell me.
Repeat after me, Tom.
Repeat after me, Tom.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Listening in, it appears that there was quite the foray that had existed up on top of the where were we from Gracklestone. There was appeared to be some kind of a coup of some sort that had happened, and the young child that had been taken. It appears to be that there's more to it than what we know. Listening in a little bit longer on it, we are in the right space. The dragon does appear to be down here. Now, being down here, though, that looks like they had gotten pretty far in, and in fact they've had quite a lot of things that had happened to it. There was a lot of hands in the pot, as it were. Being in down here, I'm afraid we're going to be running into more than just these miscreant bugs and other stool-like people.
Hang on.
And he said that verbatim.
Yeah, and I repeat that verbatim.
Verbatim.
It was like the Stitch thing, where like he put his claw in the record player and then just out came.
Mm-hmm. How codependent and like parasitic of a relationship can I get with a sword that has very big self-esteem and attachment issues? Not self-esteem, attachment issues.
I'm afraid I don't understand what you're saying.
This is gonna go great. I'm mainly asking a rhetorical question, but
Are you gonna try and have sex with a sword?
Don't fuck me!
I mean, anything.
I can hear them. They can't hear me.
Yeah, anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. But no, I'm not gonna try and have sex with the sword because he's not. Like, sorry, Dawnbringer, but you're not tall enough for me. Like, I like people that are really tall.
You can feel that the sword is like mildly insulted.
I mean, bro, the longer you get, the more attracted I will be to you. So
listen, it's not the length of my sword, but rather the motions you can swish with.
You're right. I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm just saying that I personally have a type of tall people. So like,
that's okay. You can admit you have a dagger when you're holding a greatsword.
Yeah, that's it's not you, bro. It's me.
All right. Well, anyways, we do need to get going. I mean, if we're on the right path, and I'd love to finally get on with an adventure that you could complete. Otherwise, being with you much longer, if you're not doing anything, then quite frankly, you're useless to me. I'd go back in the bubble.
Let's actually go on an adventure and not sit here and talk about hypothetical sword fucking for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Gwen, what did you see in the map?
Okay. I guess we have to go back to that fork we were at originally and then go the other way. That's all I can think right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your assistance, Dawnbringer, and thank you for reading the map, Gwen.
I can be a light for longer for the rest of them.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying thank you for doing the voice thing.
Of course.
So a lot of people have had their hands in keeping this egg hidden.
Yeah, so what I kind of, sorry, I don't think I told you, whenever I kind of heard when I was up there was the, like a angry hush of, speak none of this in public. Yeah, sorry.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun.
I realized I didn't share that.
Could you tell who the voice was? Did it sound familiar?
It just apparently sounded like a gray dwarf to me. I don't know. But also, I don't know how I understood them, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
Moving on.
Speaking in common. They were speaking in common.
Moving on. We don't need to get into that right now.
They said this. What does this mean, Gwen?
Can I try? She just say like a noise.
There we go. Fixed plot hole. Gwen elaborated. This is when the editing would come into play. I'll jump ahead, then jump back.
Cirella perfectly enunciated every dwarvish word that was said to her.
Exactly.
Super phlegmy and with the back of your throat.
Just nothing but beer, mad about being short, and smithing things.
They said dwarves, not the Irish. Come on now.
I mean,
And axes.
There we go.
I'm sorry. The Irish can't go out in the sun because they get sunburns, and
that's why we're underground.
They have a small place that they live in that constantly gets encroached upon by other people and other countries. How is that not analogous to the dwarves?
Now all we need to do is just destroy their potato farms. Done.
So, you guys can start making your way back towards that fork in the road. Going towards the fork, there's nothing you can really see. You see that there is a light that appears to be coming down from the original tunnel that you had come in from. And from there, you can see that there's this weird glow as it occurs, and it's getting brighter from the end of the tunnel as it's coming up, almost like getting ready to meet you at this fork. Anything you guys want to say beforehand before something comes around the corner?
Can I try to sniff to see what we can smell?
You want to
Guys,
sniff?
Guys, I sense that we all stopped. What are we seeing?
How? No, you can't sense anything. Just let him go.
No, I just heard everybody else stop walking. So like, what are we seeing? What's going on?
Not really much, just a big bright light, pretty much.
You see nothing.
I mean, even with your blind, there's still you can still see the bright.
It is as dark can be. There's an abyss, and then there is a deeper abyss in front of Tom's eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, because like I thought with people being blind, they were like, it's not like you're just seeing darkness. It's like you're seeing nothing, as if you were to attempt to like see out of your elbow, is equivalent to what it's like.
Interesting.
So
What you smell?
I see nothing. Weird glow. I'm gonna go ahead and not trust Cirella with anything she tells me from this point forward.
You trusted me in the beginning for what reason?
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
So as you guys are having your hodgepodge of here, essentially coming into like a train wreck for where you're at, all of you guys bump into each other, and you just see a little floating kind of frog, tadpole, octopus looking guy just come around the corner, and you just see this happiness radiance that's like coming from him as he's coming around this corner. Hold on one quick second.
And they if you physically, they're like wet tissue paper, but okay, that's not what
Yeah, I was imagining like a frog.
that is.
That is
frog-ish. It's like it's slimy. It's very far away from you guys to see right now. But as this thing is like slowly like levitating and floating its way towards you, you can see that its eyes are just kind of like scanning the walls. Its glowness is that of the blue mushrooms that you had seen previous that elicit this kind of weird magical energy about them that has a chance to kind of mess up some of the magics that you had previously been going into. And as this thing spots you, you can feel that same stool-like thing just in the back of your necks as you all of a sudden hear this thing call out to you.
I'm calling it a snail puss.
You're calling me a what?
Please don't. I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
You're calling me a what? I'm not a snail puss.
I'm sorry, what's your name, man?
I'm Ploomp. Nice to meet you.
Hoof?
Ploomp. Nice to meet you.
Sloop. Sorry.
Ploomp. Nice to meet you.
Flumph.
Ploomp. Nice to meet you.
Like
It's
flower
nice to meet you,
bloom
Flume.
F is how I'm hearing it.
Thank you for yes. It's nice to meet you too, Flume.
Hi. What are y'all doing down here?
We're trying to find something.
This is the thing to replace Globagool.
Ooh, what are we finding?
Ooh, rude. This thing's a lot uglier though.
I can hear you.
You can't even see anything, so how can you tell how beautiful this thing is or not, huh?
Oh,
You can't. Shut your face down.
That was me,
Flume is-
Matt saying it. That was not Tom saying it.
Flumph is a really magical, majestic beast, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
Is that its
You're a
mouth?
what?
Because like I'm just imagining kind of voice.
Excuse me,
Where-
you're a what?
I talk through my mind. Just like I'm hearing all of you.
Just like stool.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Stool.
Oh,
Hey,
you're a
Stool. What
mushroom
is
too.
that thing?
Are you a mushroom?
Heavens no.
What
I'm
are
a
you?
flump.
You're a Flumph.
I'm a flump.
And your name is Flumph.
Yes. We're quite creative in our society.
Guys,
Yeah.
what does this
Yes,
look
you are.
like?
It's better than Orc Society, at least.
Well, to me, it looks like a snail with octopus arms. Or tentacles from like a jellyfish. But
I would probably
that's
say I'm
also-
closer to a jellyfish tentacle than anything.
Yeah. Jellyfish.
And I'm sorry that your work society isn't that nice. In our society, everyone has a place.
That does sound really nice.
It
Does
is.
anybody have a place next to an egg?
There were some things that were coming through here earlier. But we try to stay away from those evil things. See, anything like that
Where's-
pervades our minds. We
where's
can't
the-
really shut up.
Were they winged creatures?
Not that I recall. I didn't really get a good look. anything that's mean kind of makes it really annoying to be around. Because it kind of just, like, takes over us, and we don't really like that. We try to make sure we spread as much good as possible.
I like that.
You're really nice, Flumph.
We really like that. However, judging from you, it doesn't seem like we'd like you.
Okay.
Well, we haven't
Why
really
is that?
seen things that others might not see. It's almost like an aura of some kind. And the red one over there, ooh!
What about me?
Yeah, she kind of just tags along.
Well, judging from the heated arguments that I'm hearing inside of her head right now, it doesn't seem like it.
You're not supposed to hear those.
See, that's what's great about our society. There's no such thing as secrets.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always have a really tough time dissociating from social cues.
What's in the deepest, darkest parts of the red one's mind?
No. What's the deepest, darkest in his mind, Gruk? Yeah, you want to talk?
Bird.
You want to talk about PTSD? Let's do it.
Oh, I'm sorry if you have PTSD. If you want to come join our society, we can try and help get rid of that for you. Although, you're probably going to think that a lot of things are pretty fuzzy.
Pretty fuzzy. Are you fuzzy?
No, I'm pretty slick.
Fluke, we're looking for either a red egg or a baby dragon. Do you know where one of those might be?
Would a red egg be like similar to like a brown egg?
Similar to a what?
Like a brown egg?
A brown egg?
Yeah. It seems like all of you guys are thinking about a dragon. Are you talking about Thimberjack?
Yeah.
We're trying to find his child.
Oh. Well, I don't know about a child down here or anything. There was an egg a while ago.
There was an egg a while ago and now it's not, so attached?
Well, no. See, I'm not exactly sure what's inside of it. It's kind of hard to tell.
Can we see it?
Sure.
Can you take us to it?
Oh, that's what you guys wanted. I'm sorry. Like I said, social cues are hard. So if you're trying to get to it, it's a little far away from here. But I mean, I'm sure if you guys can squeeze through some cracks, then it'd be fine.
Yeah, we can figure out how to squeeze through cracks. Will you please go ahead and lead us to wherever the egg is?
Sure. So, real quick though, how good are you guys at, like, adventuring?
I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Gotcha. So, there's plenty of mean things that are definitely surrounding this, and it's really hurting our society. Like I said, a lot of pervasive thoughts, those really pervade us. And it's not fun. We try to remain positive in our society, because everyone has a time and a place for everything. And if you don't, then you're exiled. And right now, these things really need to be exiled.
Okay.
All right, well, I think that we can probably help. Do you have any more descriptions about all the mean things?
Well, they are tiny, they're gray, some of them are. Then there's other things that are like, kind of like the mushroom guy you got over there. But not as nice. He seems like he's nice, although he does seem kind of tired right now.
Yeah, he's been through a little bit.
Yeah, I could hear that there was lots of fighting and a lot of screaming earlier. It wasn't exactly the most pleasant thing to hear.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what's going on up there?
Going on up where? Most of my stuff just stays down here. I'm talking about the insects that you guys were fighting earlier.
Oh, yeah, no, those weren't very fun.
No, a lot of death that happens around here. See, whenever death happens, that shows that we're turning off lights. And when we turn off lights down here, it's scary, because we don't want anyone to have their lights turned off. Especially because of all the kinds of screaming that occurs inside their minds. It really hurts.
I could see that how that could be a problem.
I feel like I'm on a fucking,
We didn't know. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm on an episode of the Magic School Bus.
No one really knows what happens whenever they die. Even we still struggle to understand.
That is
All I
fair.
can say is, during the last moments of thoughts, it was a lot of painful screaming.
Okay, so
That's great. So no word on a dragon egg?
No.
I don't know if it was a
Any
dragon egg
egg?
or not, but I mean, it was a pretty big egg.
No, he's gonna. So Gruk, he's gonna lead us to. Sorry, I don't. Flimp, what are your pronouns?
They, them.
Cool. So they are going to lead us to the big egg that I presume is going to be the dragon egg. And there's a bunch of shit in the way, and it's kind of far away. So he wants to know, or sorry, they want to know if we are capable of defending ourselves and presumably also Flume to ensure that we get there safely.
There's also a lot of mean things that need to be exiled.
There are very good things. See, we try to keep our tunnels nice and clean.
I'm
So how
sure we're talking about the Darrow.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So hey, Flume, what's the
Yeah?
what's the safest and least confrontational way that you can lead us there, and we will help out especially once we get to the egg and we kind of link up with where your society is. I think that we would probably be in a better position to help you guys get rid of all of the bad things.
So, coming here to this fork, there's going to be a pretty long tunnel we're going to get to. However, there's a big door that's covered by a bunch of fungi. We can't get in there, and frankly, we don't really want to. That seems to be a lot of where that anger is coming from. There's plenty of anger around the tunnels as well, but without having to get through the door, I'm not entirely sure where to go. It seems like there's some pensive thoughts coming around from the dwarf one.
Sorry, what'd you say? Can I cut out?
It seems like there's lots of pensive thoughts coming from the dwarf one over there. They seem to be really lost in thought. Are you okay? You seem kind of shaky.
The shaky part is just I've been cursed. You wouldn't happen to know about like a temple with curses down here, would you?
A temple with curses? Is
Yeah,
that where
like-
this madness might be coming from? That'd be kind of scary.
No, it is very scary over there, but I seem to be, I don't know why I get this feeling that I might be shaking for 32 hours. But
Oh.
yeah.
Well, if I had to take my guess at anything, it'd probably be behind the really big doors. As coming into the other places, most of the places are pretty unlocked, and you can kind of squeeze on through.
So speaking of temples, we're also looking for a general location or temple or something that would be dedicated to Jublex, who's a big trash, like slimy kind of goo god. Do you know anything where that would be similar to that?
Well, there is another area. However, I do have to tell you, that's where a lot of the lights are going off. And
Is
judging
it-
by the both verbal and thoughtful screamings, I don't really like going there.
I mean, sorry, I'm like running out of thoughts right now. Every thought I'm having just vanishes the second I have it. I'm gonna check my blood sugar. I'll be right back.
You guys spacing out over there?
Hi, internet. Hello. Hi, people. What are the other things you can say? What's up, gamers?
God. Yeah. We were.
You have a little
here.
bit of a spacing out moment right there. Everything okay?
Yeah. As okay as it will be.
Well, there was the
So
pensive dwarf that I was talking to for a minute right there.
Oh, yeah. Still pensive. How long have you and your species been down here?
I was born and here I am. We don't know any things like years.
Do you have parents?
Maybe? Like I said, we're all society. I never really put much thought into how we reproduce.
So we know where the egg is, possibly. Good to know.
How do we
Good
get into the tiny cracks?
Drugs?
Can you not get in the tiny cracks? There's a little small fellow that keeps going through them.
Well, we can go through a certain area if we eat some mushrooms, but there's tiny cracks that we can't get through.
Oh, have you guys already eaten the mushrooms? Then I'm not really sure if you can get much smaller than that. We see him garble out a handful of them, and he just goes through.
No. Like the current us have not eaten mushrooms. We are our normal size right now.
Oh, Well, then you're probably going to want to eat him before we get you going any further. Going through here, it's going to get really small really quick. Being me, I don't really have bones.
So you can just slip on through?
I can go wherever I please. But right now, where those guys are at, I'd like to go there. However, with their, not so kind words that they're having through their mind, I don't really like being there.
Understandable.
We need to get to the egg. That's the main priority.
Yeah, we need to get to the egg, and I would like for us to do it in the safest way possible, rather than just fighting our way through an entire city of Darrow. Also, I'm blind, and also I'm eating food, so I believe in you guys. You got this.
Well, there's not that many of them down here necessarily. Kind of whenever you get into the bigger areas, then yeah, there's probably some people that we're probably not going to really like. But I'm not really sure exactly what's past the door. You can try beating it down.
Beautiful.
I see some sneaky thoughts happening with the small one.
Do it, 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 do it.
Which of the 3 small ones?
That one.
Well, there's one with a cloak over him.
That's okay. Yeah, that's Nevira.
Oh, see, while listening to you, thoughts really don't have names attached to them. We just kind of exist. I only gave you a name because it seemed the easiest thing to do.
Would there be more trees on the other side of the door?
More trees on the other side of the door? I'm not entirely sure. I can't exactly see past things. I don't have x-ray vision.
Can I sense it if there's more trees behind the door?
You as Nevira.
Mm-hmm.
You as Nevira, you would be able to, I believe with your...
Fungi issue?
Yeah, hold on, what is it? What am I looking for? I'm looking for... what happens whenever you get that? You...
Oh my god, don't.
I literally just got that too, so.
Nevira, I'm going to send you something additional, and you should be able to add this onto your description of the spell. So being with it, you can sense, you can feel, do a little bit more than just trees. And you would be able to sense things past the door if those things exist.
Ooh. Okay, hold on.
I am messaging you, right, in Discord? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I guess I'll go transport to another, on the other side door, to one of the closest trees or anything like that in there. Closest to the door as possible.
You can go through trees? You're like the mushroom people.
Yeah, it's new.
But you're not a mushroom.
Nope.
Is everything okay in your
become one
head?
either.
There's
I think
something... Okay, if you say so.
Wait. No, repeat that one.
Well, looking at you, everything seems kind of gray around you, but there's something pink in you.
Yeah, I danced with the mushrooms, and then I got this weird fungi on my face, and then
I wouldn't have done that if I were you.
I wasn't planning on it, but it just kind of happened.
They're pretty addicting. However, if you kind of have the mental fortitude, you can probably ignore that. Safe to say that you don't have the mental fortitude. Well, don't be mad at me.
Thanks, Ploof. I'm gonna go transport to that other tree on the side of the door. Bye.
Oh, are you guys gonna leave me?
No. I'm just gonna see what's on the side of the door, and they're gonna stay here.
I mean, the door's a bit away. How are you gonna get there?
It's like 500. Is it? It's more than 500 feet, or?
Nevira, if you were to try and find out, you can find a patch of something, and then you would be well within the range of just going there.
I would like to just kind of check it out, and I'll come back to inform everybody.
Okay. So the fastest way that you'd be able to do that is to go back towards either where the insects that you had fought previously were, going where the mushroom people that were dancing were, or going back into that echo chamber room where there was a crack in the wall that had kind of living things existing. So any of those things you could use to theoretically create a map of where those things are throughout the entire tunnel.
I think I'll go through the crack that was in the echo chamber.
So you're gonna go run. You're gonna go run back there then, because so where you are at with like the fork. Unless Gwen has like told you or shared with you like the map, and if you're able to understand it, you're pretty far away from that spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the closest thing to me out of those three options?
Probably that echo chamber room would be the closest and safest.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go to the echo chamber.
So you're just gonna dip.
Just to kind of like.
You want to tell everyone else that you're doing that?
No, bye.
Okay. If you're just gonna leave, you're gonna have to roll for sneak.
No, I'll let them know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go check out the area so we can be kind of a little more safe, and then I'll report back.
Okay. I'll jump to you in a minute. Everyone else, you still want to talk to the Flumph?
Sure.
What else you want to ask them? Sorry.
Well, it seems like your friend's leaving. Well, how are you guys?
We've been better. I'm temporarily blind. Although, I guess you have eyes. Somebody described to me that you have eyes.
They kind of work.
They kind of work? They're not just vestigial?
I mean, I kind of just like float around and kind of do things and feel things out with my tentacle legs. Being down here in the dark, you really don't need light very much. And if there's no light, then why do you need eyes?
That's a really good point. So,
if anything, I'd say you have an advantage being down here.
That's true. I also have a cool sword that can talk and see things.
Yeah.
When we eat mushrooms, Mr. Blimp, we become half of our size. The ones that are taller here, you said the things that we go through are pretty small. If they become half the size that they are they capable of fitting through the cracks?
With your current height, eating one mushroom will make you small enough to go through there. Considering you'd be half the size where you're at, you'd be down to like 3 feet. Yeah.
Okay. How long would it take us to walk there with you guiding us?
Oh, not very long at all. It's just right up here. Well, around the bend, I guess, and there's a second bend, then there's a turn, then there's a Y. So, I mean, like, as long as you're pretty comfortable going through it, there's plenty of mushrooms you could probably pick along the way.
Let's do it. You guys ready? Or wait, hang on. We should wait for Nevira to come back.
I was going to jump to Nevira while you guys make that decision.
Fun question, no stakes. What's my aura look like?
What'd you call me?
No, I said fun question for me, no stakes.
Oh.
What's my aura look like, just out of curiosity?
You're a little blue.
That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, bud.
What about me? What's mine look like?
You're interesting.
Knew it.
What about me?
I don't like you.
Yeah, red. What about Gruk?
No,
actually,
I'm red.
What about Gruk? And then what about the little mushroom guy on your shoulder?
Gruk seems very, like a dark blue. He doesn't seem exactly very happy right now. Probably because I was talking to Stool earlier, and he doesn't seem very happy either. Seems like there's a lot of, like, hardship that just happened.
Figured, I figured you were gonna say, yeah, Gruk seems like a light beige, like the most neutral of like upper middle class white lady living room tones that you could possibly pick.
This is why you didn't have a color. You're just interesting.
Sure.
Jumping over to jumping to Nevira real quick. So Nevira, you're just gonna run away back to that initial room. So as you go in there, nothing has changed. Voices are still heard from there. So as you go to reach the fun guy and the kind of living things that are in there, you put your hand down to it, and you can feel that your hand can kind of like pass through almost, and you can kind of get a good feeling of things around here. And using it, you feel that if you were to fully put yourself inside of it, you can use it almost like your eyes. You'd have to poke your through to the other side to fully see everything in there, but you can get a feeling of things that are in there if you don't choose to poke your head out and kind of show yourself on the other side of wherever you're trying to look at. Does that make sense?
I would like to slightly poke my head through, just a little bit.
Okay. So
Just
real quick. So without you knowing anything for anywhere in here, it's going to be rolling dice for like where you might be feeling something. So you might not get the room that you're looking for.
Nope, understandable.
So
I gotta use it for I don't know how to use it.
We're gonna do okay. Everything has numbers. Cool. All right. Well, I need a D20 actually. Hold on. Okay, everything's got numbers. Cool. Okay. You start to feel yourself kind of look through, and so when you reach in, your hand kind of does like a transparent as you're kind of moving into it, and you can feel that you're becoming one with everything that exists in there. And you said you're going to poke your head through it. So if you want to poke your head in, you're going to have to like full on either go in, or you're going to have to just put your face into it and kind of like melt into it. Okay. As you melt your face into it, you can both see and hear that kind of same humming and dancing, and you see the party of mushrooms that you had originally run into in this room. So from there, you can see that they're all having fun and dancing in this room. You want to try and look somewhere else? Okay. You kind of pull yourself back out of there and then put yourself back into another room. And in here, you can hear the sounds of like skittering and crawling. And as you start to put your face through, your face actually gets like covered in like a web as you kind of look through. And you can tell that on these webs, very minute, like ding, 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 like the webs are moving as you put your face through there. Okay.
No.
Okay, you pull your face back. Oh shoot, what is that room? That's a new room. You look through this one and you can hear that there's like a dripping, just a steady drip, drip, drip of water inside of here, a very small pool. As the water, you looking at it, you can see that the pool on like the edges where it would like go running into like the stone paths like you'd walk into, it's almost like the water's like pooling at the bottom of a walkway, and as it kind of gets to the center where the water is more like concentrated, the water starts to turn black. But you don't necessarily know where this is, but you don't see anything there or anything like that. You want to look in another room?
Quick question. Are we, for the purposes of this, are we assuming that there is light in these rooms, or are we assuming there's not, or is it just kind of a crapshoot for us to figure out?
So for the blind person, you're not going to be worried about light at all.
Right, I'm asking in this instance of what Nevira is doing.
For Nevira, due to her special thing, she's able to see things without having to worry about a light source.
Okay.
So she's seeing things through other things.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But that'd be for Nevira, is that her eyes aren't truly her eyes right now, but that's neither here nor there for them to understand. In this room, gosh darn it, needs to stop clicking. Hold up. This next room, you can hear that there's like a slight chanting that you're hearing going on, and that there is some excitement that appears to be happening in the voices. When looking in through here, you can feel that you're not alone in this kind of like patch of moss or fungi. Can you do a perception check for me? So you're looking through the eyes of like other things right now. What'd you roll?
8.
8. You can see that there is more to this room than where you were at. You can't fully make everything out inside of here. You can see that there's bedrolls, there's a campfire, but anything further than that, it's kind of hard to see. You can hear that there are like chantings going on, and you can hear that there's like something large sleeping. Like you hear like the not coming through. Anyways, imagine like a really how would this be best described? Like a really big dog like snoring is the best way I can describe that sound.
How much does it sound like a pug that has been selectively bred to where its nose is basically touching its forehead and it can't breathe properly?
No. Do you want to try and go to another room?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So this area that you get into, you are looking at the bottom of a door. So on here, you get the idea that this might be the door that the floating jellyfish was talking to you about earlier. You're not entirely sure, but you know that you are at least on one side of this door. You feel that there is more to it than is being let on. Almost like this door isn't actually made out of wood. It's made out of other like living things. You can't feel yourself able to go to it. You can feel that you can go under it through where you're at. Like the patch of whatever you're in continues on into the room past the door.
I would like to look through that patch under the door.
So doing that as you go in, can you do, or no, you want to roll for this. Going underneath, you know, looking back up at the door, you are severely focused on the door, and you see that there's like a bar that would be essentially blocking passage into this room if you were to try and force your way in. Looking into it further, you're able to see that both kind of doors, it's like a French door that would open from the middle. You can see that both of these have like their own individual locks of some sort. You can't see anything additional with your vantage point of where you're at, but you can feel, again, that you can kind of go underneath this door through this area. Okay. There are other things that you feel that exist in these tunnels, but going any further, you feel you're going to be very tired once you get out, because you feel that being and looking through all these things is causing a wear on you, but not like a fatigue, like something else inside of you is being drained. Is that all?
So get out.
You pull yourself out? Okay. So you pull yourself out. So you don't necessarily know where all these things are at, but you could see all of those things.
Okay. I'll make my way back to the group.
Okay. You make your way back to the group. They're just sitting there talking with Plumph, just having a grand old time.
The small one returns.
Hey, so I saw a few things while I was gone.
Yeah.
I saw the mushroom guys again. They're still dancing. I went into the area. That was a lot of spider webs. Don't want to go back there. There's a room that's like really wet, and there's a pool, and it's like black. So, and then there was one room that was like lots of voices, very chanty, very excited, but had a very gruff, deep sleeping sound. So I'm guessing large creature asleep. Would not like to wake them up.
Did you go to the evil room?
The what?
The evil room.
Possibly, I don't know. I couldn't see much. All I could see was a lot of like bedrolls, like where people were sleeping, and a campfire, and then the deep sleeping noise.
Ah, I've never been in there, but like I said, I can feel there was something going on. I don't want to go any closer than that.
What's in the evil room?
I don't know, I've never been. I could just feel that there was like things that I didn't really like, kind of like the red one that you have with you. This is barely tolerable as it is.
And then the door, which could possibly be the door we're trying to get through, has like bars over it that we'd have to unlock to get through, possibly.
That'd probably explain why we couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Hey, Plump.
Yeah.
Since you communicate telepathically and you know where everything is, would you be able to send us like an imprint or a mental image of the path to this door in case we get lost?
I don't know if I work like that.
That's how I think. You don't think in images?
No, it's like a constant stream of thought that just continues to exist.
Okay, no, that sounds more like how I think.
I mean, I can
One continuous train of thought.
Exactly.
try and go unlock the door once we get there.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Can you fit? Actually, now I think about it, you went around the corner. How'd you go over there so fast?
Huh?
Well, you said you went back to the other room, and then you were talking about how you made it to all these different places. How'd you go so fast?
Just good like that.
You do know that pink thing's growing, right?
It's growing.
I take
How
it you
big
didn't
is
know
it?
that.
I didn't know that. How big is it?
He's not talking about like the pimple on your head.
Oh, the pinkness inside of me.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say inside of you. I guess you can call your head inside of you. That would be inside of you.
Wait, the pink's in my head?
Yeah. Well, it's starting there. Looks like it's trying to grow out further. Judging by your worried look on your face, it doesn't seem like this is pleasuring you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thanks for letting me know. Why don't we get going, guys?
You have pink mushroom cancer.
Is that what they call it?
No, I just might be mind controlled later. We'll see. Let's get going.
That's wild. Okay, we all ready to go?
Being controlled by
Yep.
who? The mushrooms?
Might eventually just be one of those dancing fools.
That'd be a little crazy.
Just knock you out. It's fine.
Yeah, just the solution to physical brain problems is more head trauma.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
I mean, like I said, if you ever need to be numbed out of anything, let me know. It's gonna be a little fuzzy for you.
Wait, what? Say that one more time. Sorry.
Well, like I was saying earlier, whenever your friend was talking about the PTSD and everything, they seemed to be kind of shrugging it off pretty quickly. However, immediately after that, started thinking about someone named Thack, which is kind of concerning. I don't see him.
Yeah, we've been missing Thack. He's been gone for a while.
Oh. Well, that sucks. I hope you find a friend.
Cirella misses him so much.
No, not judging from the thoughts I'm hearing.
Oh. Okay.
Do I need to keep my inside voice in?
Nope. Keep talking.
No,
No.
you
Let it.
keep that in.
Nope. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her because you don't like her. So the rest of us are saying just keep the stream of consciousness coming.
All right, well, I'll keep talking, and then we can continue walking. How about that?
Yep. Let's get
Remember,
going.
no
Forward.
secrets in your
Awesome.
society.
Absolutely not.
Also,
By the way, I'm sorry about Bubba.
Not just me now, is it? Sucks to suck there. Gruk now doesn't it?
Your group's quite entertaining. Let's keep walking. See, it's kind of concerning whenever you guys keep bagging on each other. Seems like you guys aren't exactly friends. How'd you all get to know each other anyways? Let's go.
Slimy globical time. Speaking of which, if you mentioned that you may know where a site to Jublex is, or a big trashy tribute, whatever. Where might that be? Can you, whenever we reach a point at which we can then be directed towards that, can you just inform me as to which direction that is, and then we can come back to it later?
You're blind. You don't know where anything is.
Exactly.
We're gonna be leading you to the egg, and then we're getting out.
The sword knows. The sword will tell. The sword remembers things.
So the axe forgets, but the tree remembers.
Exactly.
So you guys are going to start just following Plume along. So as you guys are making your way, you can see that through these tunnels, the same kind of lights that you had seen existing as you were making your way towards that kind of echo room before you had found out what it was, led to something magical. As you guys are moving along, you can see that these tunnels start to fade and lose out on that kind of blue magic that you had seen written on the walls. And you don't see as many of these kind of spirals that you had seen in the other rooms. When you're walking through, you can see on your left, there's going to be another opening that kind of goes into a place. In Nevira, you can feel that this is where likely you felt those spider webs as you poked your head through.
Mm.
Can all of you make a group stealth roll?
Do I have to do it with disadvantage because I'm blind?
I don't even think you'd be rolling. You just naturally fail.
I mean, you can be stealthy while being blind, but
Okay,
I would just
fair.
have to.
Roll stealth at disadvantage.
17.
17, 13,
13.
13. With the disadvantage?
Yeah.
Damn.
I have a +7 to stealth, bro.
Fuck.
11.
You have a higher
I wrote that with
stealth.
disadvantage.
Because I'm better than you.
Fight.
She said that it was such a shame to see me as opposed to Thak whenever I was saving Cirella's life. So don't think I fucking forgot.
Fight.
Wait.
We don't know who that was.
What?
Fight.
When you died, you saw a tiefling above you, and then it turned into Tom. And I said, "Oh, how disappointing."
Oh yeah, that was not that. I don't think.
No,
I'm almost
I-
positive it wasn't.
That's not
Anyways.
what I'm focused on.
You're muted, dude. There you go.
Seems like there's a lot of fighting happening between you guys.
I got an 8, by the way.
All right. Good.
Most of the fighting is, tongue in cheek, but some of it's real.
What is happening?
Oh,
How does a jellyfish cough? Is that its mouth at the top? What is that?
Yes.
Its whole design is just fucking weird. Like,
it's a monster.
I think it's cute.
how does it eat things? Does it scoop them with its
Does it
tentacles and then drop it
matter?
in the top of its head? Does it suck itself to the side of a
Probably.
wall? Like
Don't be rude
This
to
is,
him.
this is ADHD coming through.
this?
Calm down.
I'm just genuinely curious. I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
like eating habits.
I realized I was muted while also talking, and it was still recording. like just for that small thing. I'm sorry.
You're good.
But
It seems like you guys have a lot of infighting while this is going on. Careful around the corners on there, that's where the spiders are.
Yeah, I don't care for those.
Don't worry, we can keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's quite of a long walk ahead. Do you guys have any more mushrooms on you?
Yep. And
All
aren't there
right.
mushrooms nearby?
Yeah, well, once we kind of get up there. Right now, this is more of the dry patch. This isn't exactly the wettest part of the tunnel. The wet parts of the tunnel are more to the left. Do you want to go there? We can visit that.
No. Let's just keep going.
Okay, well, that's all right then. Oh, I mean, there is... Okay. Coming along here, so there is one of these little tunnels that we see the small guy occasionally go through. I don't know if you guys can fit through there or not. So don't worry, I'm going to pay no attention to that. Let's keep going.
No, what is it? What's behind the tunnel?
Well, it's the small tunnel. Going through here, probably, now that I think about it, from the way that this tunnel works, I don't exactly know if there's any other entrances. The door kind of goes into a one-way room, and these tunnels over here kind of look to the same direction. I wonder if I can fit through here.
Can you try?
Can I try? Absolutely. I'll be right back.
so he's going to start making his way through the tunnel. You see him so you see this crack in the tunnel similar to that same echo chamber room that you guys were in previously, where there's like a very hair thin line, and you see him kind of like splat against the wall. You see him start to flatten, and then just as that goes through, and you see him disappear, and you slowly start to feel yourself lose the connection to him, so you can no longer hear his thoughts or anything like that. He can no longer hear your thoughts as he starts making his way through. So you guys are left alone at a bend in the tunnel that you guys have no light in aside from Dawnbringer, and that there doesn't appear to be any of those magical mushrooms that exist around here that are giving off that kind of faint blue light that you guys had seen previous. There's just the pygmy worts, some of those nidhogg tongues, the tongue of madness. So plenty of those mushrooms exist over here, but nothing that would kind of elicit any bright lights or anything like that. You guys are left to your own devices in here.
Except for my big, giant fuck-off sword that can send light in a million directions.
That's the only light that you guys have in here. But otherwise, you guys see nothing inside of here that continues on. You guys can all of you guys roll for insight against Ploomf.
Against Poof?
Yeah, see if you guys can tell anything potentially, because a lot of you guys are taking everything that he's taking at face value, which is totally fine. 3.
13.
Gotcha.
I got
13.
7.
Okay.
5.
5.
I got 15.
Collectively, you guys are definitely sure that Ploomf is telling the truth with a lot of everything else he's been saying. He's been calling you guys out quite a lot on many of other things that have all been so far have been true, that you can tell. For those of you that have been called out, you know what your truths are. For other ones that have been called out, have been noticing other people, you have no idea what Ploomf might be talking about. But feel free to discuss that amongst yourselves while you guys are sitting in this tunnel waiting for Ploomf to come back.
Who's Bubba?
He was my closest comrade in the army.
Didn't we know that?
I think we knew that.
No. He had a division or some shit that we weren't part of.
I think Kurg might have mentioned him.
Ew. Okay.
Anyways, less about me and more about why Cirella was thinking about Thak a little bit ago.
No.
It
We can
wasn't
get
a
to that.
happy thought.
That's my next question. So why is Floomp feeling like clearly the idea of Bubba is making you like uncomfortable and all that? I'm just wondering what the story is behind it and if there's something we could do to help you.
There's nothing to help.
What is the help? He's dead.
We can help you, not Bubba.
As I said, there is nothing to help.
So you're perfectly fine and happy and healthy about it and have decided that, you can look at it from an objective point of view without any emotion?
I'm fine.
It's the perfect phrasing that,
So, why were you not happily thinking about that?
Wait, hang on. Can I roll insight on Gruk to see how pissed off he is?
I roll insight on myself about Thak.
No, I want to.
So against players, I'm gonna say that I'll leave that up to the two of you to decide whether or not you want to roll against each other, because kind of rolling amongst each other, it gets a little tricky.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just want to determine how feelsy Gruk really is about Bubba, just in the way that he's saying.
Yeah, you can roll for insight. I don't care.
Wait, Thak?
No, Gruk.
Oh, I thought I could have swore I heard Thak, and I was very confused.
It's weird you got Thak on the mind.
It's so weird.
All right, I rolled an 18 for insight.
Yeah, you could tell he was a little pissed and he wanted to get off the subject immediately.
Okay. All right, one day I'll come back to that. Yeah, let's hear about that now.
I mean, I know you've been trying to find him since we've gotten here, and he kind of just disappeared on us. And then tried to spy on us. And then disappeared again.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much know all I about know. I just know he's not down here for, fun.
I hope he's not down here in these tunnels.
Not down here. I meant where we're at here, and where are we at? Gracklestug? I don't even know how to say it.
Gracklestug.
So it sounds like you're trying to say, Grandma, I'm stuck with a mouthful of rocks.
Grandma, stop.
Wait, is that what I said? Right. Oh, is that on my when I'm just bullshitting stuff? Yeah, did you guys read that?
No.
Caleb apparently was losing his shit, so I felt like I should post it.
I mean, it was kind of funny, but I
was
after
a
a
lot.
while, I'm like, man.
It was a novel, yeah. Cool. So when you tried to assassinate Thak and gave him that scar over his eye, what was that about?
That was about my past and him. He he recruited, not really recruited me. He trained me, and things. That was years later after. God, I'm trying to figure out. I was trying to.
How much older is Zach than you?
We're not going to talk about it, okay? Just leave that alone.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, not a problem. So you guys can see that that you see a little of like an eyeball from Plume coming around the corner from that little hole in it as he comes in, and you can kind of feel all of you guys get connected in the back of your heads.
Welcome
Okay.
back, Bloom.
Hi. So I sensed a bit of awkwardness while I was coming back. Everything okay?
Oh, good and dandy. What'd you see?
Oh, you just want to get
No.
right to the news.
No, it's not. It's not okay.
Shut up, Cheryl.
It's your
Okay.
fault.
So
I
roll
don't know
show
what's
up.
happening.
What'd you find out?
Well, I found the egg you guys might have been talking about. I also found a really big obelisk.
What?
I thought you said omelet. I thought you said omelet. Like, yeah, brother, eating it.
I found an egg and an omelet. No, an obelisk. Man, your dyslexia is really affecting your brain too.
What the hell is that?
An obelisk?
Like a big tower.
A big tower.
So the obelisk, like what the Egyptians used to build, like the big giant towers that are just like giant pillars in the air that's got like a pyramid little structure at the top. Usually
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Usually
There
they're
we go.
used for like religious worship, or they are like channel like focuses for power and shit like that and fantasy stuff.
So how close is that egg to that structure?
I would have to say about as
Same
close as
room?
we are all together.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
physical distance. Like is the egg look like it's being used in conjunction with the obelisk?
I would say more emotionally together, because all of you guys seem pretty detached.
What are you
Anyways,
talking about?
Should we have it lead us to the egg?
well, going in here, considering you guys can't follow me through the crack, it's going to be going towards the door. I did see it from the other side. There looks to be like a bar coming across it.
Yeah, I saw that too. I guess
Yeah.
I'll use my thieves tools to go open the door.
Oh, I didn't know you had tools on you. That would have been helpful earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. Was my outside voice again? It is really hard considering it is the constant stream of
What
thoughts.
did you try to do earlier?
Are you yelling at me?
No, I'm yelling at Nevira.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Bullshit.
I really don't know what he's talking about.
This redness seems to be turning into like a really big old thing over here, and I don't like it.
Yeah, let's get away from her. I'm gonna go unlock the door.
Plimp, how do you?
Gladly.
What is the use of your mouth?
The use of my
Oh my
mouth.
god.
Can you make physical sounds, or is it only telepathic?
I have no idea. We just talk to each other like this. Come to think of it, why don't you take a look if I have ears?
I can't. I'm blind. I don't know if you have ears. Hey, Dawnbringers, do you have
Take
ears?
that!
I just was wondering, like, can you like make noises out of your mouth?
We're gonna move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be respectful to him. Come on now.
I am. I'm trying to learn about his culture.
Lock the door.
I'm trying
Alright,
to
I'm
expand my
trying.
horizons.
Well, it seems
There's
like
so
a
much
lot of you guys
talking.
are kind of like arguing amongst each other, and quite frankly, I'm uncomfortable. I'm gonna go towards the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go unlock the door.
I'm heading towards the door.
Okay, so as you guys are following along, you guys are going to be going further into this tunnel, past this hairline crack that you had been at previously. You get to another Y intersection. You see Plume go off to the right of this Y intersection, and you can see down to the left of the Y intersection. So instead of going right the way that Plume had gone, if you look left, you can see that there's an open cavern, and you can hear this kind of water kind of swirling coming out from there audibly. There's no lights down in this tunnel, but you can hear that there's kind of like a whirlpool of some kind that exists as you see Plume just
A wet room.
kind of continue on like normal. He's just going towards this area. And for those that can see in the dark, you can see that there's this kind of like, again, this fungi, this growth kind of existing on the ground as you continue making its way forward. And Plume turns around a corner to kind of assumably go towards the door.
Hey, Dawnbringer, how do I safely walk across this, whatever we're at?
I mean, we could just
What
keep
is-
walking. There's nothing exactly going on the floor.
Oh, okay. Tell me if you see something weird.
There's no fungi on the floor?
Not where we are at any right now, but I mean, looking down at where that flint fellow had gone on, it looks like it continues on and grows over there.
You need it. I'm going to talk to the sword a lot. Yeah, I need you to get a JPEG of the sword, and I'm going to MS Paint one for you.
No, we don't need that. I can happily just copy and paste something else.
No, that's okay. I got it.
We'll put a
Don't worry
name to
about
my
it, bro.
face later.
I'm helping
A
out.
face
the
to my
DM.
name
Don't worry
later.
about it. Yeah, exactly. And later can be any point from now onwards.
I would recommend
if he's telling the truth about the door being this way.
You guys rolled insight earlier and believe like a lot of things that he's saying, with a lot of everything being called out already being truthful. There, you guys don't have you don't have a feeling to believe otherwise with what he's saying.
Okay.
So
keep going then.
Okay. Yes. And I wanna. What's the fungi on the floor when we're following him?
Fungi on the floor. Unfortunately, no different than anything others that exists from there. The same bigwigs, pygmyworts, fungi that have been growing on there as well. There doesn't appear to be any other fungi that are growing in there. Again, there's none of the like blue magic mushrooms that you had seen that disrupts any kind of magic from previous.
Gotcha. Okay. Follow him.
Okay. So as you guys start to continue along, you see Plume just kind of like hovering in front of the door.
Well, hi guys, glad you can make it. See, I thought I lost you back there, but thankfully you were able to follow along. Not exactly the hardest place to walk around once you get used to it, is it? Or rather, float if you were me.
Let me go unlock the door.
Okay, so just roll regular d20. I think with Thieves' Tool you get advantage.
Yeah, I don't know how it works because it
You have
doesn't really
proficiency with your Thieves' Tools.
Okay, so just roll twice, d20.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, because you have proficiency with Thieves' Tools. If somebody else should use Thieves' Tools and didn't have proficiency, just regular.
I didn't really need to. I got a 19 the first time.
Nice. You also could have done something else. But yeah, go ahead and pick the lock.
What?
Never mind.
I don't want to go under there. I want to use my Thieves' Tools. I haven't used them yet.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, absolutely. You use Thieves' Tools one time. This is your second. So as you start like picking up the locks, you can see that this lock is like a living lock almost, because the wood, as you get up to it, you realize it's made out of those same mushroom trees that you had seen previous. And so as you're picking along, you feel like this lock is like moving and responding to everything you're doing in like a weird living fashion. You pick the lock, and you can tell that it unlocks as like the door kind of like shudders a little bit, but it looks to be stopped by that bar that you had seen just previous on the other side of the door.
Okay. I guess I use my fungi issue and go under the door to push the bar up.
Sure.
What's up, Gruk?
What's Gruk?
I want to open the door just to make sure that there is some sort of meat that's in the way and we don't get one shot by something.
You want to blast open the door and let everybody know we're here?
No, I want to open the door in case there's like a trap or something.
There's a bar
not
on
opening.
There's a bar in front of it. You can't open it.
Bar that goes across it so it doesn't open.
So on the side of it that you guys are at, there's two locks. And
you can't. It's on the inside.
I have an idea. So you said that there is a bar that we have to lift up to get of this. How heavy is this bar?
It's on the other side of the door. We cannot get to it.
I'm aware. It's on the other side of the door.
You don't know.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to use your mage hand, don't you?
The idea about traps and stuff is a good one, because if somebody's holding all this up, there may be something else that they put in there aside from just the door. So if you could like sit there, and if we can nudge it open far enough, it sounded like we could get it open like a crack. If we can get open long enough for me to slip the mage hand in there, and then you can use your eyes to help me open the thing, we might not have to physically step into it first.
That's fine. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Better than me being on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Alone.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm blind. So I'm definitely going to need some assistance in you sticking your eyes out to tell me how to direct it.
Yep. I'll do that. Shove my face in some kind of fungi and get my eyes
So you're
over
putting
there.
your head back in the fungi and then having your head back on the other side?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the second time you've done that.
I know.
Second time this session. Third time in total. Cool. Good to know. So
I love that you're still doing that in Plume's voice.
Oh fuck, am I?
I shouldn't have said
you
anything.
are.
Well, I mean, it's helpful.
Okay.
God
It's
damn,
fine.
I didn't realize. All right, my bad.
You're good.
I shouldn't
Okay,
have said
It's funny.
anything.
so you happily go ahead and do that. So Nevira, as you're poking your head through, so if you guys want to like act out, trying to open up a door.
Axe it out.
Where do I go?
Grug, can you push the door slightly so he can get his mage hand through, and I'll shove my face in some moss over there and then put my eyes through the thing.
Shove your face in some moss.
Shut up. Just do it. Push on the door.
Okay. So
Just slightly. Just enough to get his mage hand through.
Now put your hand.
Oh, I should do this. All right, I'll take his mage hand and I'll like shove it through.
Thanks.
Okay, Tom. It's right against the door. You just gotta push up. Up. Keep going. There you go.
Okay.
No. Push in. There you go. No, not quite. Keep going.
No. Try again.
Hold down.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Hold this much longer.
One more time. All right.
One more time. Just. There you go.
All right. Cool.
Cool. You like feel like the thunk of like the bar goes up. I don't know. I thought that'd be fun. It was fun. It was fun for me, and that's all that matters. So you guys get the bar pushed up easily with the mage hand, because I believe the mage hand can hold 10 pounds.
Yeah,
10 pounds. Yeah,
and that totally just would have absolutely gone up. So bar comes up and the door kind of swings open with like on weird metal hinges, which is strange because considering it's made out of like a living wood. And as that pushes open, you can hear that it just kind of like echoes as it goes on towards this tunnel. And again, the tunnel kind of turns around to a curve.
Hey, you guys open the door! Oh, I'd be really quiet though, because being inside there, I don't know if you guys heard that or not. There was more than the egg and the obelisk, but then you guys just kind of like really wanted to go, and I honestly kind of really gung-ho with you guys.
So telepathically, of course. What else is in there?
Well, taking a look in there, there was this weird guy just standing at the top of the obelisk, just kind of like messing around with it, and it looked like he was like pulling stuff apart and putting stuff in. It was really strange looking. That's about all I could really see from where I was at, though.
What did he look like?
What'd they look like?
Yeah, what did he look like?
Well, he looked like a weird little shaman person kind of a thing, and honestly, I don't even know if that was a him, to be quite honest. I should really use like gender-neutral nouns. So there was like a weird cloaked person in there with really spiky white hair and like a little weird red turban around it. Not turban. It was like a head wrap. I don't know. It was really quite interesting, but I had to get out of there because his angry thoughts was very strange.
They have a tail?
Not that I could tell. Why would I be looking for a tail?
Not that you could tell.
Haha, you are interesting.
Thanks. I tried really, really hard. All right, so
I can tell. Just the amount of brain function you have to use is quite strenuous.
Okay, so
haha, he called you stupid.
hey bro, that's the curve, right? Like where if you're too stupid to realize that you're stupid, and then you're just confident in everything you do. So
oh, I heard this before. I heard the Grey Doors calling it the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Pretty much, yeah. Anywho, okay, a couple things. Like,
yeah,
hey, Mr. Jellyfish Man, is that the only living creature that was in there aside from the egg and the obelisk?
As far as I can tell, but judging from the weird thing that the one lady just did, sticking her face in the mushrooms, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of things to stick her face in.
It's always solid. It's always good. And then we should check for traps.
I don't think there's going to be any traps, considering this area is pretty well guarded by that giant door. No one else was getting through. Frankly, I'm surprised you guys got through so fast.
You know, probably good at that. I still think we should, like, you know, cautiously, considering I'm blind, why don't I get a little blind man pokey stick and poke along our way to make sure that we don't get blown up by a trap?
That'd be pretty wild. Also, considering getting in there, by the way, guys, if you guys need to get any larger, feel free. This area's huge. That obelisk was massive.
I'm gonna eat a big mushroom.
Whoa, slow down there, Ranger. I'd probably say go ahead and wait till you get in there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna walk in there.
All right, so guys, I got a necklace of fireballs. I'm blind. Let's fucking go. Let's get in there.
You guys can go in there without me. I don't want to be anywhere near that, considering the amount of, like, confidence that I'm seeing emanating from all of you seems rather unfortunate.
Why is that unfortunate?
Well, it seems like you all have confidence in yourselves, not so much the other party members. Which, quite frankly, how are you guys friends?
We're acquaintances. We haven't known each other very long.
That seems
Friends
more
by
like it.
circumstance?
Friends by circumstance?
I-
That's about how I feel in my society sometimes, too.
I kind of really only seem to like Gwen. She likes rocks. Rocks are cool.
You only
Everybody
like
likes
Gwen.
Gwen.
Yeah, everybody likes Gwen 'cause she doesn't talk, so she doesn't have a chance to piss anybody off.
I don't like interrupting people. That's all I'm doing.
That seems very nice and
Everybody
courteous.
It does, and also you wouldn't be interrupting. We're having a good time together as friends.
So you
I can
guys are
tolerate-
friends.
Man.
I can tolerate Nevira
I'm not friends.
sometimes.
Yeah, no, I didn't really exactly think that the red one was friends with any of you.
No.
We try, but
Can you put that smile away? I'm unnerved.
She's going through her rebellious emo phase, where she doesn't know what her path and foreseeable future are like. So we're just kind of hoping that she'll get out of it at some point and learn from the experience.
She's also the
Considering how
same race.
vulnerable they are mentally, I'd be quite careful with throwing out words like that. It seems like they had a lot of trouble past going along with them, and you seem to be very inconsequential, or very inconsiderate of it.
That's one word for it.
She's also the same race of people that attacked me and killed Bubba, so I mean...
Oh, that's new. I didn't know that part.
I'd be more upset about that than I were you.
Yeah,
I didn't do it.
You
that I
might
know
not
of.
have done it. But... Thack.
Wait, you said Bubba? Just kidding. I don't know Bubba.
Haha, you're funny as much as deadly.
I try.
How
Please
many
don't.
things have you killed, Cirella?
Too many.
I didn't like that answer either. Considering I can tell. I'm gonna leave you guys to it because, quite frankly, the more this is being discussed, I'm getting more and more scared. And honestly, it feels like the redness is starting to pervade all of you guys as well.
Thanks,
Oh,
Blue.
no.
Bye!
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we can contact you when we get back.
Oh,
but
what do
okay.
you need? I'm sorry. You're the only nice one so far. Everyone else seems
Yeah,
very
but-
not okay.
No worries, bud. Everything they grow on you. I just meant, how do we contact you when we get back?
You won't.
Okay. Well, it was nice
I
talking
live
to
here.
you. I
You
guess.
don't. I didn't really want you guys to be here to begin with.
That's fair.
We don't want to
Kind
be
of
here. We're just
Your home.
We want nice things, and quite frankly, all of you guys have a very bad past, and I'm not appreciative.
That's fair. I
We
guess.
doesn't have a bad past. She's like the best.
She hasn't told you everything.
How's your uncle doing, by the way, Nevira?
What?
How's your uncle doing, by the way?
What uncle?
This is
So
what
I
I
thought-
mean. None of you guys are exactly very truthful to each other. Seems like a lot of
We
lies
haven't
and
known each
deceit.
other very long in the timeline of things, but
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, this timeline of things
hey,
better get these evil things out of here in a quicker timeline than you guys have been spending talking.
Okay,
Hey.
let's get the egg.
hey, Plumph. What's the color of like amusement?
What's the color of amusement? Yellow.
Okay. I imagine. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty yellow right now.
You're
Anywho,
pretty
let's get
radial
this-
dial.
That's fair.
Wait.
Let's get.
Blue, does pink mean something in general?
I've typically never really seen pink, but seeing those mushroom people, it was pink all around.
Okay. Thanks.
So
You're
pink means stoned.
Pink means mushroom. Good to know.
Pink
Okay.
means we should excise your brain tumor.
It's on my face, so I don't know.
I can cut it off.
Shut up, Cirella.
I can poke it really hard.
Fuck off.
All right, I'm going inside. Bye.
Me
We
go
are
inside too.
inside, but hold on.
Gwen, will you hold my hand?
I guess.
I can't see.
I'll hold your hand.
Not you. I trust Gwen to have my back. I trust Cirilla to maybe potentially not want to be in my debt for saving her life and then make us even on that front and nothing more. And that's a hard maybe.
Can we see the egg from where we're at?
The Angie?
The
Egg.
Angie?
Well, currently we're in a really long tunnel, and it's going to be going around the curve, so we're thankfully just out of eyesight and earshot from anyone hearing you guys talk, considering you guys have been very loud in this echoey chamber.
Okay, let's make our way slowly through the tunnel.
I'm going to
Do we
stay
wanna
back
stealth
here.
it?
Y'all can go.
Yeah, we know. Thanks, Floof.
Oh,
Bye.
okay. I was trying to be nice.
You didn't want to go with us though, bud. That's okay.
No!
Can I hear anything in the tunnel or in the room that lead? That's going to the...
Cirella, can you make a investigative roll for me? Is there anything that you get a bonus on with like sound? I know you get a bonus for like smell, right?
Hearing.
Oh, you get a bonus for hearing?
Yeah, but I just rolled a 20.
Nat 20 or dirty 20?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Yay! Burn, 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 burn. That's what I need a sound effect for. I just need a sound effect for that. What?
Yeah.
you...
Yeah. Well. No, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make sure what it was, but I'm pretty sure it's hearing and smell.
Hearing and smell.
Before we enter this giant chamber, I think we should not to interrupt the investigation part, but I think we should try and be stealthy. And I think that I shouldn't have a giant glowing lightsaber as we walk around the corner.
Yeah, probably not.
So I want to do the investigation thing, but before we just right around the corner, I want to. What'd you say?
I have disadvantage on stealth.
Probably same, but yeah.
I guess you can guys stay towards the back, maybe then.
Probably, yeah.
We could, since she's shaky and I'm blind, maybe we just hang out at back and don't actually fight, and I try to help you stealth it up.
That's fine. I mean,
Inspiration.
I have good stealth, and then she can smell things apparently. So
I can hear things too, not just smell. That's fine.
Yeah.
Listen to what you want to listen to.
I mean, do you want to hear what Cirella has to say in a moment about what she could hear from very far?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to get us
Oh,
off.
good. No, you're good. Cirella, you get like a Jimmy Neutron, like enter the brain thing as you start to focus in, and you can hear bouncing off the walls coming around the corner. You can hear excitement. You can hear that there's something like chittering that's very happy and is almost like clapping very, very far away down in this area. With the excitement in there, you can also hear that there's like a faint hum, almost like a buzz that you can tell would continue to grow louder as you continue on down this hall, and to inevitably in the chamber that Plumehead described just previous, with at least an obelisk and an egg. With that, you feel that the sounds are slightly off, like there's more to what's in this chamber than Plumehead said originally. He failed to describe things to what you believe is in there. Does that help?
What do we believe is in? Did I miss that? What I believed was in there?
You feel that the way that Plumehead described things being just the obelisk and an egg, that he had left out certain details about what might be in this room, as the sounds of it sound a little off than just what an empty room might sound like.
Gotcha. Okay.
This could be the room that I saw the bed rolls in and the loud, like, sleeping sound.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I would
Also,
definitely share all of that information with them.
Okay.
Tom and Gwen, should we let Emberchild know we possibly found the egg?
That's a good point. Why don't we do that? Thank you for bringing that up.
Possibly, though. Not fully, but possibly.
Hello. Is this thing on?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm in a meeting right now, so we have to be like quick about this.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad.
The
All
Keeper
right,
of
so
the Flames, they're asking for many favors about like trying to get like more forges going, and honestly, I'm at my wit's end with them.
it sounds really fucking dumb, bro. Like, why don't we go ahead and open more, pylons and shit for the whatever Federation and Star Wars trade agreements?
We do need more pylons.
Yeah.
Honestly, the structure of this cave is quite bad. Quickly, my meeting.
Right. I think we found the egg.
Did you, Gwen? Did you see the egg?
We have not seen it yet, but we do know it is down here and we are close.
Okay, but both of you are telling me that you are near my child. Okay.
We believe so. We have heard a first-hand account of somebody that saw a brown egg, a brown egg, I think is what they said. And
a brown egg? I only like golden eggs. Could be brown.
You like golden eggs?
I don't think you described the color.
Maybe you didn't describe the color. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's a big giant egg, and it's next to an obelisk, and there's a chanting shaman nearby. Does that mean anything?
Nothing about the chanting or anything like that, but I do lay a giant egg.
Okay. Me too after taco night. So the so we think we found the egg.
The meeting quickly. I need information now.
Right. I think we found the egg. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna try and get it.
Ask about the coup.
Yeah. Is there a coup going on? We heard information that there's like some coup happening.
Is there a coup going on? Is a coup going against me?
I don't know. That's all we heard.
If the Deep King is in trouble, there have been plenty of things going on. Honestly, that might explain a lot of things going wrong here lately.
That's all that we knew is that there might have been a coup that happened recently.
But you are on my side. You're not the cause of this coup.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
You are saving my child. If anything happens to my child, I will not be okay.
If anything happens to your child, I expected you to kill all of us and then burn down the entire place.
I mean, you said it, so if that's what you want to have happen.
Not say stuff like that.
I don't want that to happen. I just feel like that's what you've implied.
It seems like you're talking really loudly into our pen. Can you back up away from your lapel?
Yep. Sorry.
Thank you.
I just feel like you've implied that before. You do whatever you feel necessary, but we're going to do our absolute best to make sure nothing happens to your child. So, Gwen, do we have any sort of idea as to like where we would be located that we could describe to him, or any people that he could send to help if needed? I'm blind.
I understand you're blind. So there's nothing like no. There's nothing like actual landmarky on this map. So.
Okay. I don't know. Then I don't know how to describe to Mr. Thimberchild where it would be if, for some reason, other people other than us need to get involved.
I mean, I could hear you guys earlier whenever like you were like having some troubles going on, and I was walking around through the forges. I don't know if that helps you at all.
But we're far from that.
Then I don't know where you may be.
No, I think that was in the echo chamber.
In the echo chamber,
Echo chamber.
Yeah. No, hang on. You said you could hear us. Is that what you said?
There appeared to be like lots of like fightings and things that I had heard going on, and as I was getting a signal from your lapels.
Okay. Never mind.
I was trying to reach out to you as fast as I could due to the issues going on. I can answer one more question before I have to go back to my meeting.
Gwen, you got any questions?
Do you know anybody who could get rid of curses?
Myself.
Bet.
I will be seeing you later then. Great. Thank you so much.
Is
That was
my
basically
child
it.
cursed?
No.
I need to go quickly.
Later.
Okay.
Curse on you, Gwen, or me?
Back.
No, I mean
On all of you?
I mean all of us, basically. Yes.
Okay.
Someone selfish.
And please, if I'm going to get a gift from a dragon, why am I going to remove a curse that's going to be gone if I just wait a second? Like, I'm going to get something fucking awesome. Like, can you give me like a third arm or like?
I might need a curse removed.
Yeah, I also don't.
I don't know how long.
Work week, so I would like to get this out.
Okay. So you guys give the call to Thimberchad. Then you are kind of looking at this tunnel. So Ploomf is now behind you guys, and you can tell. Additionally, Gwen, you can tell from this map that you are at like the top of that map and that curve coming in.
There are a lot of curves.
Okay, top right.
Okay. Oh, thought we were somewhere else. Okay. Okay, are we looking at where it looks like a stingray tail? That part, top right.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, now I understand. Okay.
Okay, so Gwen, you have a better idea amongst everyone else to hopefully direct them as you're going through here. So
Gwen, do you and I want to hang back and have our crippled selves be not at the front?
Probably a good idea.
Okay. Do you want to join hands and by our powers combined, maybe get a little bit of stealth going?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna roll a disadvantage, and I'm assuming Gwen is also gonna roll a disadvantage.
You guys haven't seen anything yet, so don't need to be worrying about no sneaky beaky stuff.
Okay.
So nothing with that. Cirella, so you've already shared the information that you could hear things.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So as you guys start to make your way further into the tunnel,
slowly,
slowly, you guys start making your way around the bend and to that final spot. You see again another hairline crack on your left as you're making it through. Looks to be another area that could have potentially been snuck out of, or if Plume was available, he definitely could have made his way through, or perhaps he's already gone through here. Unsure for where you guys are at. As you guys start making your way around, you can see that there is plenty of light, almost like there's sun, things you guys have long missed coming in from this area around this corner. As you're looking through, what's up?
The sun.
The sun.
The campfire.
You can see that there's more than just this bright light. There's that same blue light, that magical mushrooms you've seen before. There's purple lights going along in here. And you can hear that there's that hum. Now all of you can hear a very slight as it continues on. Making your way here, you look upon the essential entrance, and you can see that this opens up into a large cavern. Inside this cavern, you can see that there's a steady climb that exists as you go into here, and this tunnel opens up into a huge, well-lit chamber. The glow of that mushroom, those fungi that exist, and these looks to be like sunlight, white light shafts that are just coming in from the top. There is some like naturally formed mounds as it kind of grows up, and the middle of this room is like plateaued areas that are slowly building its way up. And inside of there, you can see that there are two on the topmost tiers of this kind of like built up thing. You see the obelisk on your left, and on your left, and you see the egg existing kind of leaned up against a rock formation up on this rightmost thing, and a bridge connecting between them. You see that obelisk that Plume had been describing previously, and it looks like it's together. It looks like there's bits that have been chipped off, but looking at it, this pillar or this obsidian obelisk is of that. There's a purple glow to it. The blackness of it looks like goes onto a void, almost like you can see through this, like something exists inside of this obelisk that is not fully seen from where you guys are at. You'd have to be a lot closer to kind of be able to tell what's going on. On top of that, you can see that there's a figure that Plume had been describing previously with its back to you, kind of dancing along up in there, kind of very happily, just kind of like doing a little jig up there, having a nice good old time.
Don't dance.
Having a good time. And you can see that occasionally, like, it stops, it has a staff that it's holding onto, and it sets down its staff, and you can hear, like, through this whole cavern, that everything in here, that sounds almost bounce off of each other, that are like enhanced. And you can hear very soft of like some kind of like writing, like pencil to paper, as this figure appears to be writing on something. You can see it additionally that can all of you, for looking up there, can you roll perception?
Sure, I got a 0.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Okay. With that nat 20.
9. Oh.
3.
3. Cool. With the nat 20, Gruk, you're able to see from down where you're at this figure dancing, and you see that it is dancing around, acting very happy, and you see that it has picked something up from the ground and presses it to the obelisk, and all of you hear a like something snapped or like magnetized rather. And Gruk sees this, but only all of you hear it. And then again, you hear the same of like writing in the notebook. This is everything you guys can see in this chamber. Does everyone kind of understand what might be in front of them? All right. Well, hold on.
How tall? Okay.
You're going to get a better look because you're going to open up roll 20.
Okay.
All right.
No, he's not.
Should I open up roll 20 or should I just be free
No,
balling it?
your character's going to have something special attached to them. But I'm going to go ahead and
Oh,
stop the
fucking
recording for this
boy.
one, and I'm going to make it a whole other thing for the video to make it a little bit easier. So we got a talky thing and a fighty thing. So be right back.